This one you open and do from 4 paper 1. This is Selangor set. For Taman C, we buy the module Pintas. Okay, right? And then do and directly check answer. Got answer already. Let me know which question you need discussion. Okay, so this one, paper 2. This one paper 2. Got every formula lah. So what so now this is a thermometer, infrared thermometer. Now I want everyone tell me now what's the answer, what's the type of physical quantity measured. Mm. Like fast, everyone give me answer now. Quay. Hi, Jared. Đấy, Zhi Ling, Iran, Hao Xiang, Jared. 谢谢你. Very good. Yeah, in my expectation. 哎呦喂，哎，快点 answer，快点，喂，这个是 chapter one 的，喂，hello，快点 Jared，志玲，thank you，thank you，Iran 你没有做订正，Iran，Iran，我觉得你可以再做过。还有那个凯杰，要跟你们讨论，thank you。谢谢你们，只有2个人答对。来看这边，state 就是写下，nyatakan name 你们忽略了，你们只看到 physical quantity，forgot the type. So if you say temperature, sorry. So what's your answer now? 快点. What's the type? So do you all analyze your question? Underline type of physical quantity. Scalar quantity. You can say scalar quantity. Yeah. Or you can say it's base quantity. Do we? So you all do please highlight, underline the question. Okay, let me say first. Print and do. You don't think, oh, we are going to learn from 5, so this one no use. This one still use. From 5, we will exam everything. Okay? From 5 already. Physics, Monday. 2026年。哇，你们 from 5了，天哪，你们 from 5，I'm in hospital。You crash now. You guys will wait. 那个 Bernice 有来吗？Bernice from 4 physics 功课有做吗？TIR。你们没有做功课的话，不会的，我告诉你，你上再多课都没有用的，你不做功课是没有用的。Bernice 有跟我讲，Bernice 讲有来呀，好像 Ashley 有跟我讲，还有一个谁啊？凯杰，凯杰，没事，再跟凯杰讲。好，来，so send me homework first 啊，send me homework yesterday. TIR first. Okay, so we will practice a lot on TIR. I also am getting ready the module. Will be very thick lah. Uh, I'll I'll collect money from you all later lah. Will be very thick, huh? I think I asked the photostat shop print and stapler better lah, easy to search lah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so you all will practice a lot lah. Okay, like force and motion too. Okay, so like this is we are going to learn number one resultant force, number two resolution of force. 帮我开门一下。Is reach. 好，来有 print 吗？没有 print，我可以 print 给啊，有啊，很好。来，so 我们会学第一个 resultant force。Sum of force 的意思是那些 force 加起来，2个 force、3个 force 加起来。然后 resolution of force 的意思是 separate forces into two components。Okay, resolve. So 在这里 separate 的意思就是 resolve 的意思。好，来，接下来我们会学 forces in equilibrium。我们会学到 net force is zero。我们学回去年的 net force equals to ma from 4 chapter 2。It's okay. 啊，好，这样我 print 啦。我要 print。嗯，好。Okay, so 我们会学到什么是 free body diagram，什么是 net force。好，所以我们现在来看，也会学到什么是 force 要怎样画啦，vector。你们去年学 vector 了是吗？at maths 学 vector 了吼。 So 我们会把 force 当成 vector 来做哈。OK，好，来，我会把这个 vector 的尖尖这边，把它叫 head 或者叫 tip，OK，然后它的尾巴叫 tail，可以吗？你们 vector 学过，老师是讲 tip 跟 tail 是吗？还是没有讲？好，那你们 vector 是不是这样写？比如讲，这是 A 加上 B 啊，然后它会变成 C，是吗？所以我就，然后因为它有方向的关系，所以就必须要用箭头头跟尾来代表。OK，so tip and tail 啦，vector we have learned before. Okay, right, before we start, we must recognize what is mass and weight first. Okay, right. Mass actually is quantity of matter in an object. What does it mean? It means that here, this is the molecule. Let's say inside got 8 molecule, it's about 8 nanograms, something like that. So we say mass is the quantity of matter. Matter actually means got how many atom or molecule. Okay? So mass is a scalar quantity. Okay, so how to know is scalar or not? For example, 来，我们只需要这样子讲哈，scalar today PJK time, I measure my body weight, my body, normally it's body mass lah. But non-science people would say they would think mass and weight the same. Okay, my body mass 50 kilogram towards north. Is it logic? Yeah, not logic. Towards a direction north. If not logic, so we say it's scalar quantity. 不用算方向, no direction. No need count direction. This is how we assure it's scalar or vector. So if you feel hard to differentiate, like make a sentence like this towards north. Is it make sense? Make sense? Okay, vector. So I measure my body weight 500 Newton towards south or maybe downwards to the center of Earth. Do you think this one makes sense? Okay, so yeah, so we say weight. 其实 mass 叫质量，小学学过的。OK，mass 叫重量，也是小学学过的。So this one should be a vector quantity 啦哈。 Then this one should be Newton. Newton in N. So what is the definition of weight? So we say it is it is the when we want to define things, we always use this sentence. It is the gravitational force which acts on the object, or we say act on the mass. So our formula is this: W equals to mg. Gravitational force act on the mass. Okay, gravitational force act on the mass. And be careful, do not say gravitational pull. Now they don't admit pull is a force. Last time, from 3 times, if you say gravitational pull can, but now they don't admit. Better use force. Okay, so now its value is constant everywhere. Then this value will change with gravitational field strength. Okay, will change. Gravitational field strength, for example, on the Earth is 9.81 Newton per kg. Okay, so you will see here, this one don't have. Normally, G got 2 units. One is meter per second, one is Newton per kg. Okay, so now we understand mass is mass. Force, weight, actually is a force lah. Weight is a force. When we say weight, weight 是一个 force 来的。So right now, let's look at the very simple resultant force. Net force equals to F1 minus F2 lah. The resultant force is the single force that represents the vector sum of 2 or more forces acting on an object. Okay. It's a must to memorize. It's a must to memorize. I give you 1 minute. It's the single force. Means like your vector lah. Your vector A plus B becomes C. So C is the sum of A and B. So C is one single force. 一个 force 罢了，一个就是 A 跟 B 加起来，它用一个单一的 force 代表罢了。所以这一条线 C 就叫做 net force, resultant force. Single force that represent 它代表 mewakili vector sum. It's your Form 4 at maths vector sum. So I think you all still remember, for example, this one may be 3i plus 2j. Then plus b is maybe 4i minus 2j. So, okay, 3j. So what you will get? You will get 7i minus 1j. So C is the sum of C is one single vector sum. Okay, so vector sum of 2 or more forces acting on an object. So actually at least two lah, but more than two also you did it in FMATS before lor. Okay. So 1 minute, then I'll call a field of you to tell me what is resultant force. Chấp bé à? Okay. Thế再讲一次嘛，没有听到。À, dạ thì. Lấy. Chạy quay lại. Thì ai mất chẳng phân mặt phải một quay nữa.
Yeah. The resultant force
Is the it is the
force that it is the force that
不是 it is the force, it is the 一个 force 单一的 force
uh it is a force that represents
single force.
is a single force that represents the vector sum of two or more forces acting on an object.
Yeah. 好，来下一个浩翔，快，你每次都这样子算 it is the something 啊
The resulting force is the single force that represents the vector
represent
of two or more
forces
forces
两个或者多个的力
forces of an object.
yeah of an object 可以，我们通常是讲它作用在一个 object 上面呢啊。好了，来 Bernice，不可以看
single force that represents two is
two
some
forces acting on. Yeah, very good. Okay. Okay, so now you can see we got force 1, force A, force B. So we use one single force to represent them. Okay, very, very easy now. Let's say FA is 10 Newton, FB is 10 Newton. So how are we going to do? Normally we do this. We follow the XY axis. X to the left, to the right hand side would be positive. X to the left hand side would be negative lah. Okay ma? Normally lah, if you terbalik also can one, no problem one. So we say FA equals to FB. So now when we want to get resultant force, normally we do this. Resultant force is net force equals to FA plus FB. So FA is negative 10 plus FB positive 10. So we'll get 0. Or another way like this, we can say net force actually is, since you know this is positive, this is negative, so you just directly say 10 minus 10, 0. Please write minus. This step very important. You might not understand why, but please write first. Yeah, when I was young, I feel, no need write lah. I know it's 0. Okay. Okay, so why we write this? Because here got two forces. So we say resultant force is 0. We also can say, now we can say net force is 0. Net force means we minus 1 to each other. So we also say now forces in equilibrium，就是讲现在这个 force 它们是很平衡的，是一棒的。OK， 写了吗？Forces in equilibrium，最好是有写，跟我点头。写了吗？Forces in equilibrium。Okay, so now number forces in equilibrium, net force 0, resultant force 0. Now let's say B is larger. Let's say B is positive 10 Newton. Then A is, let's say, negative 3 Newton. So what is the resultant force? So we say resultant force equals to negative 3 plus 10. So it would be positive 7 Newton. But of course, you want to write positive or not, never mind. So this positive represent what? This positive represent, it will follow the direction of 10 because 10 positive. Okay? 10 positive. It will follow, the force finally will go to the direction of 10. Okay, so yeah, so the resultant force here is here. So I believe when you learn vector, your teacher always draw the resultant vector in two arrow lah. So most of the time we use double arrow to represent it as net force, resultant force. Right now, let's say now comes to here, this is negative, negative 12 Newton. Then this one is positive 2 Newton. May I know what is the net force? Yeah, we can do this. Net force equals to negative 12 plus 2. So what will we get? We will get negative 10 Newton. So now, answer negative means direction. It will follow direction of negative 12. Okay, math? So actually positive, negative for here, that's why we say it's a vector quantity force. Go to the left. Since we define left is negative, 我们讲 left hand side 左边是 negative 啊，这样你出来答案是 negative 就讲它跟回你讲的 negative side。答案 positive 就讲它跟回 positive 的啊。Okay, so now this is your resultant force. We also call this as free body diagram. Okay, so this arrow we also call free body diagram. 什么意思呢？body means this is body 咯。object also is a body. Means no body diagram. Only free means no body, like free smoking. Free smoking doesn't mean you can smoke freely. No. Free smoking means you cannot smoke that. So free body 没有 body 的 diagram， 只有 force 的 diagram。OK 吗？只有 force 的 diagram。好，来，我们来看 parallel force. Okay, so if this one, so we would say net force equals to, since this one goes to right hand side, positive, we would say 10 Newton plus 5 Newton equals to 15 Newton. So finally, yeah, we use 15 Newton, one single force to represent the sum of two. So this arrow, we also call it as free body diagram. No body diagram. Okay, no body diagram. Okay, and then if different direction, the same thing lah. Let's say we say here is positive 10, here is negative 3. So we say net force equals to positive 10 plus negative 3. Or you just directly minus lah. So it will be 7 Newton. May I know 7 Newton will go where? Go left or go right? 来，我要问 Jared。 Jared, 7 Newton 去 left 还是去 right?
Right.
Yeah, very good. Because positive means goes to the right hand side. Yeah. 好，来，这两个自己做可以吗？做完了，谢谢你。答案，这个等于9加17减11，26减11是有分吗？讲哪一分？才会讲哪一分？
Yeah, and
很好。unit 啊，很重要啊，你不要再 lost 了啊。Alright, so 我们来看 so net force Bernice 多少？你告诉我什么加什么减什么？很好，所以是7减13 negative 6，有分吗？对，Newton。So we know that negative means it will follow 13 downwards. That means it will follow direction downwards. Right? Then now A, B, C. You all read yourself. Which diagram shows maximum resultant force? Right? Quite. A, B, C, D. Thank you, 蔡慧。很好。再选过 Aaron。来，志玲、浩翔、Jared、Jeff，很好。还有 Ashley 哈，Ashley，你看到这里的时候你要回答哈。好，浩翔再选过，浩翔。很好，Okay, so now congratulations, you all choose. Yeah, sorry, some of you, answer would be C. Maximum resultant force. Resultant force 就是看它 direction 的 ，same direction all sum up, different direction minus So 那 same magnitude. If you all see this kind of question, you all feel confusing Hey, no magnitude, no numbers at all. It's okay. You all simply give it a number like this: 10 Newton, 10 Newton, 10 Newton. But this one opposite direction negative lah. So sum up 20 minus 10. This one net force is 10 Newton. Look at arrow. So 重点是 direction 很重要啊，所以你可以看到这两个加起来 negative 10, negative 10, positive 10，这个变成减20加10 you will get net force as negative 10 Newton。来，这么是 C 嘞？D 也是一样啊。This one to the right, positive 10. This one to the right, positive 10. This one to the left, negative 10. So 10 minus 10, positive 10 Newton. Magnitude 就是号码咯 OK 号码 So this one would be this plus this plus this 咯1、2、3加起来咯所以就10 answer is negative 30 Newton So answer should be C 啦 Magnitude means 30号码 OK value Alright so now So before we proceed okay this one we need to know the name of forces first. We need to know the name of forces first. Exam won't test you force, won't ask you, seldom ask you what kind of force is it about. We need to know, okay? Now, let's label the name of forces. Right, number 1. Here, This one, an apple is hanging with a string. This is a string in the air at rest. So this one we will call it as T, a symbol T. This one we'll call it as W, right? Symbol. Okay, then what is T? T we call it as tension. What is tension? Tension is a force. Okay, 写了吗？ Wake up！来，吃糖果。OK，快点来。Tension 是一个 force 来的，来，然后这个呢叫做 weight。Weight is a force also。写了吗？等什么？活着你的笔吗？Okay, so tension is a force. When we say tension is a force, it's measured in Newton. Got many names. Right now, a book is placed on a table. So, of course, everything got weight. So, I think you all know already. So, this is weight. By the way, weight equals to what? Weight is a force. Weight equals to mg. Okay. So, for example, M is 10 Newton. G will be 多少？100 times 10, 100 Newton. It's okay for Form 3. Yeah, very good. It's okay for Form 3. But in Form 4 already, we use 9.81. So, yeah, very good actually. Now we get wrong here. So, should be 98.1 Newton. 知道吗？ Weight equals to mg. G is 9.81, no more 10, because from 3 we use 10, but now 9.81. 来，什么是 R？R 就是 we call it as normal reaction force. Okay, normal reaction force. So 我们用 R 来代表。Okay, our textbook use R 啦。Some country they use N, but we use R. Then what is normal reaction force? Okay. Like you just remember like this textbook never ask. Textbook never say this. I said one, but exam never ask this. So normal reaction force actually is supporting force. Right? It's supporting force from a solid surface. Okay? Jeff. Solid surface. 它是一个 supporting force from a solid surface. Okay, so now for example, now this is a surface. Okay, if I hold here only, see, if I put a hand sanitizer on top, you can see it's like still can support, right? Why? Because this sanitizer, let's say 98.1 Newton. So normal reaction also support back. Normal reaction means support back 98.1 Newton of force. So it won't fall, so stays here. But what happens if I put my handphone here? and I leave my hand here. Yeah, right there. Okay, so okay lah, already. Sure. It drops. Why it drops? Because the supporting force maximum 98. But now I change the handphone. Handphone maybe 200 Newton. Not balanced, so it will go down lah. So for my handphone, it will be 200 negative plus 98.1 lah. So we will get balance negative 100 something 啦，101.9应该是balance. So it got net force go down. Okay. So like a car is in stationary. 所以 what is the force going down? 来，好想。所有的物品都有一个 force，这个 force 叫快
Gravitational force.
啊，不是向下的，叫 weight 叫 weight 这样子的话，这个车 this car is on a surface, a solid surface. May I know what kind of force going up? 来 Bernice 试看。Solid surface 有 supporting force， 这个 supporting force 叫什么名字？ Yes, normal reaction R. Normal reaction is a force. Yeah, normally we don't say normal reaction force, we just say normal reaction. That's why many people forgot it's a force. Tension is a force, okay? Weight is a force. 你要去学校吗？今天你们没有吗？怎么你每次来都是要睡觉的？吃糖果啊，吃糖果，再吃。好来 ，so 我们来看接下来的the car is moving. So now look at this. Up is normal reaction, down is 来好想，所以这个 downward force 叫什么名字？
Weight.
很好 ，weight, comma W, weight, comma W. Okay. Yeah, this one, everything got weight, right? We put here weight and weight, everything. As long as solid, liquid, whatever, solid, liquid, gas, matter has weight. Okay, on Earth got mass, then got weight. Then this one going down also got weight. It's okay, we label all of the weight first. Then now this one, and actually it's kayaking on a river. So now we got two weights. Can you please tell me which weight? So we can draw like that. We can draw two arrows like that. Okay, this weight is weight for athlete X. And then this weight is weight for kayak P. Okay. Now, on the river, can you please guess what is the force acting upwards? 来 Jared 来 Jared 什么 force 会 acting upwards 快我们都学过了水有什么力Yeah, buoyant force. Yes, Aaron, thank you. Buoyant force. Yes. So we can write. Normally we use B or we use FB. So we say this is buoyant force. Okay. Okay, so now we look at next page first, page 4 first, page 4. Now we look at this O. page 40. Page 40. So an object is at rest on an inclined plane. Inclined plane means a plane, a slanted plane 啊，就是一个斜坡。Inclined plane 叫一个斜坡。好，so like what do you think? The weight should be the blue line or should be the red line? The weight. 来，志玲，那个重量，你的那个 weight 是蓝色的还是红色的？蓝色。OK，好，没事啊，其实是红色。No matter how inclined is it, the weight always go down, straight down, because we are on Earth. Earth is a circle. Earth is a circle, so always act towards the center of the Earth. Okay, so now what do you think? Where would be the normal reaction force? Right, and Jeff. Okay, let us find back. Normal reaction means from a solid surface, it will have a 90 degrees, means perpendicular normal reaction force upwards. So what do you think? Since now this plane is sengit, so normal reaction also need to sengit lah, because normal reaction is here. Normal reaction always 90 degrees to the solid surface. Solid surface. Okay, ma? So yeah, you will see these are the why the R and W not vertical? 他们不是直直的，他们跑掉了。Yeah, we are going to learn this in second topic. We will resolve it. Now we know the name first, okay? Okay, like we look back to the just now solid, then solid, liquid. Like 我们就 continue 看这个。OK，这个是 normal reaction 跟 weight，normal reaction 跟 weight，这是 vertical，vertical 是垂直的 in a solid straight line 啦。Okay, so now then this one is go forward. So the force that make it move forward, we call it as a thrust force. Thrust force. Normally we just say thrust. We normally don't say force. So we sometimes will forget thrust is a force. Okay, so this one, the thrust, 这个动力往 the thrust force actually means move forward force. Move forward force. 就是往前冲的力叫冲力。Okay, since 这个冲力是从 engine 来的 we also say it's called engine thrust. Thrust. Oh, by the way, this thrust we normally say T or FT 啦。Okay, 写了吗？ Okay, then backwards also got force, got two forces. The backward force normally we call it as drag or drag force. But most of the time, they want you to tell properly what kind of drag. There are two types of drag. Number one, the tire with the root. So we say that number one is called frictional force. Frictional force. Or we just say friction. So we normally write FR. Can be F capital R or F small r. 来写了吗？摩擦力 往前冲的力就，然后两个在一起就会有摩擦力。Okay, then another force in the air 就是空气的阻力。Normally we say it's air resistance. We also can say it's either FR or FR. But SPM 2022, SPM 2022, air friction. They say water friction, air friction. But most of the can also say air friction. But most of the time we use the word air resistance. Amen. Okay. So this one the same thing actually. This one the same thing. Here is thrust. Here got drag. Got two drag, one frictional force, one air resistance. Okay. This is when car is moving. Then just now, when the car stopped stationary, so no front and back force, only up and down force. Okay, then in this chapter, vertical force and horizontal force, we count separately. We don't count together, we count separately. Okay, then we see the candle and clay in the water. So the clay got W and right. So here got what kind of force for this candle? Like for this. Yeah, buoyant force. You can say B or buoyant force. B or FB. What do you think this clay got what kind of force? 来，猜对，这个 clay 有什么 force？
like 往上啊，
Sorry，再讲一次。
往上的
往
force，
上的 force 没有错。
normal reaction，
对，有 normal reaction，还有 buoyant
buoyant
force。对，它有两个。Yeah. Now, because it touched solid surface already, yeah, got normal reaction and buoyant force. Buoyant force smaller, but still there. Alright, so now an object is floating up and an object is sinking down. So wherever the downward force is way, upward force will be buoyant force. So for this case, I want to ask buoyant force and weight. Floating up means they are going up. 它正在上升着。请问哪里一个 force 比较大？来，志玲，上升的 force 比较大还是下降的 force 比较大？来啊，志玲
上升，
啊，什么？
上升，
Yeah, floating up means 上升的 force 比较大。So this one 来志玲，所以这个 sinking down 是下降的 force 比较大，对不对？下降的 force 叫 weight，现在上升的 force 叫 buoyant force。OK，that's it 啊。来，a free fall feather，请问 feather 有什么 force？来，Ashley，我知道你不在，Amira，I know you were not there，but when you watch this, please answer。来，Jared，这里有什么 force？weight 还有不能够开麦的咩？weight 还有weight 是 force 大家会了上面的 force 叫对了 Iron 没有错。 direct force air resistance 啊，对，其实向上的 force 叫做 air resistance。symbol 我们可以用 symbol 啦，但是我们也要能够解释这个 symbol。Okay, symbol we use FR, but also we need to know how to explain this symbol lah. Air resistance is a force, huh? Right, so now bird is flying in the air. 来了，才会四个 force。
就是它的嘴那边呢是
嘴巴，可以往前的冲的力，冲
thrust，
，yes，冲 thrust force，对，
它后面呢是
嗯
drag，
，drag 这个 drag 也叫做更加对 air resistance。I prefer you all tell this drag is air resistance or friction 啊。来，往上的是
normal reaction，
yeah normal reaction，不对，这个还在空气里面 air。Normal reaction 是 solid 的 surface 才有的。
okay then 是 air resistance，
air resistance 啊，不是，它其实可以叫 buoyant force，也可以叫 lift force，也可以叫 upthrust，没有，不是 upthrust，可以叫 lift force，lift force，它也可以叫 buoyant force。因为 buoyant force means this force is in either liquid or gas. Buoyant force is for liquid or gas, or we say fluid. Okay, fluid. 来，最后一个 Jeff，下面的 force yeah, weight. Okay, so in the air, normally we say the upward force is lead force. We want to say buoyant force also can. Because buoyant force is for fluid, means either liquid or gas. Chapter 2, we are going to learn what is fluid. Okay, now a floating hot air balloon floating. 来，so 这边有什么 force？浩翔，快点来。往下的是
weight force,
很好，来往上的是
normal reaction,
没有，它在空气飘着，所以是sorry，
lift force,
对，either lift force or we say buoyant force 啦。So far your textbook doesn't fix that, so actually both also can. Okay, like so rocket is moving up to the space. So actually here got going up. So 它向前往上冲 is a thrust force go upwards. So we also call it as upthrust force. It's 它往上冲 it's moving up. So we say thrust is a thrust force. Since it's going up, we say upthrust force. So now these two are the force of what? First is the weight of rocket. Second is the weight of gas. Hot gas. Hot gas. Okay, so it's the weight of rocket and weight of hot gas. Okay, now a weight is hanged by two string. Right? So this is T1 and this is T2. And this is weight. What is T? 来，志玲 T stand for 绳子。刚刚也有学到绳子，绳子的 force 叫什么 force？来，志玲 check 一下绳子的 force 叫什么 force？ 线啊、绳子啊，这些 force 叫什么 force？志玲在吗？第一题你翻回去就看到了。志玲啊，什么？啊呀
Tension.
，tension 没有错呀，tension。Tension is a force 啊。Normally we don't say tension force, we just say tension. So tension is a force. 好，来，so 这个讲过了。来，这个be careful about what about this one looks like a string, but actually it's a pulley. 这里有一个 pulley，这里有一个 pulley，这里有一个 pulley。要知道什么是 pulley 吗？小学学过？哎，好像没有，小学没有学过。pulley 是滑轮，你们应该有看过啦。pulley，它 take up from primary school 的，yeah pulley，this is pulley，okay，那 pulley。So, but I think you all seen before pulley. It's a pulley lah. Okay, so the pulley will have a rope or a string on it. Then what? So the string on pulley, we will label like this. This is T and this is T. T1, T2. Yeah, on the pulley we got two tension lah. T1, T2. Okay, and then one of the advantage of pulley is no matter how you put, no matter how you put, no matter how you put, means like if you pull like this, parallel, you pull like this with some angle, 30 degrees, you pull with 60 degrees, doesn't matter. You just open it. Okay, so like we will say this is T1 and T2. Then we just pull it straight and we label T1 and T2. So this one also we pull it straight T1, T2. So this is T1, this is T2. So we can do this. This is, let's say this is T2 lah. Let's say this is T2. So you imagine you pull this up, you pull this up. So you pull this T1 up. So it will become like this. 可以吗? You make it a straight line. 可以吗? You make it a straight line. Okay, an object 3 kg is pulling up when an object 5 kg is released. So also this is T1, this is T2. So we pull this up straight. So if this is T2, means can you see T1 and T2, they're opposite? So we make it as T1 like this. Tension. Okay, why T1, T2? Because when you pull two sides, it will have two tension. Okay, like since we know the name already, 1 minute, I will ask you what kind of force are there. 你来，你们自己 revision 一下。What kind of force we have? OK，怎么样嘞？好，来，请问一下，来，浩翔，请问我的猫躺在床上有什么 force？
往下是 weight，
啊，
往上的是 normal reaction。
对，normal reaction。好，这里有一个呃athlete，这个是盖亚，这是 paddle，这是盖亚。OK，这是 athlete X，这个盖亚是 Y，这个 paddle 是 Z。Okay, so what kind of actually here and this one is moving forward with acceleration 5 meters per second. Sorry, per second. Okay, maybe 2 meters per second. So here got a lot of forces. I will say here got vertical force, a few vertical force, and then got horizontal force. 来，Bernice，来，随便选一个，选两个 force。下面的是 weight。Okay, weight only cannot because here got 3 object, 3 mass. So you should tell me 3 weights. Weight X, weight Y. You can put on same line. Okay, and then weight Z. Or you can put like 1, 2, 3. Weight X, weight Y, weight Z. Up的这个 force。Yeah, buoyant force 很好。来，接下来 Jared 来 name a pair of force here. Name a pair of forces. buoyant force 跟 weight 已经讲了啊，buoyant force 跟 weight，你现在只能讲前后的 force 可以。Yeah, thrust force and drag, thrust and drag. But 这个 drag sometimes they don't accept. So can you please tell me what kind of drag force here? What do? What do? Jared, what do drag force? Jared, tay ma Jared. Jared. Okay, air resistance, I agree with you. Friction, you should tell what kind of friction is it? Yeah, this one just now I didn't tell. Is it solid friction? No. Okay lah. Yes, liquid friction. Yeah. So we can say water friction, or also we can say water resistance. Yeah, this one I didn't tell just now. So maybe we can put it back. Yeah, since it's moving forward, got thrust. Moving backwards, got air resistance and water resistance. Okay. See that, Matt? Right. So the thread got two lah. One is air resistance. One is air resistance. And another one is water resistance. Ready? Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, so now let's do some calculation about net force.
老师，
哎，
刚刚那个人哦，他坐在船上面是算 normal reaction 还是 buoyant force？那个人坐在那个船
这个人有 normal reaction 有，但是通常来讲，我们就算 buoyant force 罢了。
，OK，
就一起算，因为它一起在水上，非常好，对的。Yeah, from 6 time or in university time, you will really count one by one. Yeah, this one is solid. This kayak is a solid surface. Then got buoyant force, so you will count two. But now we just like count these two weight together, weight P and weight X. Same as buoyant force. Now we count on buoyant force one. Okay, so now before we proceed this one, we look at this exercise first. 阿翔，你有画出来吗？你还没有 print 的话，你这些你画了没有？阿翔，
有一些画哦，
画了，也要画，这些都要会的啊。Okay, like now, we look at number 16 first. So this is 2010 SPM question 16. 另外一份对 first page 对。Today's homework the object just now the paper 1 do paper 2 also do Cause now you're all free. But when school start, you all know time already. Cause a lot of subject comes together. Right now, diagram 13 shows a toy car of mass 2 kg, 2 kg mass. Right? I want all of you please underline 2 kg. Okay, 掉出来了。还没有 click. Okay, the car is pushed forward by a force 10 Newton, push forward. Then the frictional force between the toy car and the floor is 1 Newton frictional force, thrust force. Okay, so now what is the acceleration of the toy car? Like, can you please tell? So what do you have? You have M, you got force, you got acceleration. What formula can you recall now? Form 4, chapter 2. There is a formula, got force, got mass, got acceleration. FMA. Congratulations. Thank you. You're on Chai is F equals to MA. But I don't want you all memorize F equals to MA. I want you all memorize net force equals to MA. Why? Because net force actually means you need to minus net force you need to minus. So what is the net force? The net force will be thrust force minus frictional force equals to MA. Okay, so net force minus, why you minus? Because there are two forces to be minused. Two forces need to be minus. So actually it should be 10 minus 1 equals to 2 times 8. So what you will get? 9 equals to 2A. So A equals to 9 divided by 2. A equals to 4.5 meter per second per second. Answer C. Get the idea? If you memorize F only, F equals to MA， 你只是讲 F 罢了 ，sorry 啦。怎么 sorry 呢？因为很多人就忘记要减了，就拿10等于拿10除2等于5咯。诶，这里没有5。OK， 所以记得 net force 是两个 force 要减掉哈。OK， 来 this one。Now this one, this is a car mass 900 kg， 来 underline 了没有 ？Accelerating on the road。So 请问 acceleration 是去左还是去右 ？Acceleration to left or to right？ 好想 to left or to right？
Right.
Yes, congratulations. Please draw A towards right. So since we got what? We got force 1, we got force 2. So we got net force equals to MA. So what? So Jack 讲做 Okay, yes. Please use F1 minus F2 equals to MA. F1 is 12,000. F2 is 10,000. M is 900. A. So A 等于多少？2.22。Yeah, so 2,000 divided by 900, yes, get 2.2 lah. So if you are not sure what kind of force is it, you just tell her it's F1, F2. So what we learned today, net force means we use one force minus another. Or of course, you can sum them up. Hi, Bernie, what is the name for F1? They don't ask lah, I ask lah. Yeah, this is engine thrust force. 来，Jeff，这个 force 叫 Yes, this is called frictional force or friction. Solid, okay? So if they don't ask the name, it's okay lah. But if they ask, you must tell lah. So like a few more minutes. Okay. H1 homework. Page 2 homework. Page 3 homework. All right there. All right. Okay, so now about number 8. About number 8. Okay, about number 8 is a tug of war activities. Ali is in stationary state when he's pulled by his friend. Stationary means, is he moving? No, V0. Is there any acceleration? 请问有任何速度的变化吗？没有。A goes to 0. So now what can we do? We say F net equals to MA. Okay, M actually is these three together, but don't care. Why? Because now A is 0. So net force is 0. So now what is the net force? We can say he got one force, F1, then here got F2. So we say F1 minus F2 equals to 0. So what can we say here? We can say first, we can say net force is 0. Net force is 0. Or we can say forces in equilibrium because F1 equals to F2. 对吗 ？Net force 等于0，因为它们都没有动，所以没有 net force。没有 net force 什么意思？就是那两个 force 是平衡的 ，forces in equilibrium。你看你拉过来，它就是 forces in equilibrium。Okay, so now let's look back here. This is your homework. Homework up to 这里又重复了 up to page 6. Page 2 to page 6. Okay, so now how to do this? Like we look at page 4 first. So first of all, this book is mass 1.5 kg. Please write in 4 first. Write in 4 first. Calculate the normal reaction force from the table. So this R is normal reaction. This W is weight. So what is weight? Weight would be mg 1.5 times 9.81. Okay, 所以是多少？1.5乘9.8。1.5乘9.81，so答案是9.81。1.5乘9.8。14.715. Okay, so since they say at rest, so we say A equals to 0. So R is a question mark. Please write in 4. You all need to hands in your homework and write in 4. So net force equals to MA. So we say R minus W equals to MA. M is 1.5. At rest means A is 0. 0. So R minus W will be R minus 14.715. Then we say we move 14.715 to another side. So we say R equals to 14.715 Newton. Means this is 14.715 Newton. This R is 14.715 Newton. Means no net force after you minus 0. No net force. Or we say net force is 0. Or we say now they balance. Since they balance, we say forces in equilibrium. Forces in equilibrium. Okay, So forces in equilibrium, up equals to down, upward force equals to downward force. 上面的 force 等于下面的 force，所以它们减掉的话等于零咯，所以我们讲 net force 等于零。好 this one you all try first. Here got two things. One is this is trailer. This truck. 那个是 trailer. Trailer. This is trailer. This is truck. Trailer and truck. Calculate the pulling force of the trailer. So you all need to label up lah, forward force and backward force. Okay, you all try first. And this one, the same thing. An apple is hanging in the air at rest. Right? At rest means what? Acceleration is 对，我听到了。Yeah, 0. So given the mass of an apple 0.3 kg mass, calculate the tension of the string. So please label the name first. This is tension, this is weight. So we say net force equals to MA. And then now the M is 0.3. What is A? 0. What is net force? Anyone? Fast. 1 more minute. Sorry. What is net force? Yeah, net force is 0. But here, what I want you all to do is please find one force minus another. Force 1 minus force 2. Which means this is force 1. This is force 2. So please use T minus W. So here will become 0. So we can get a conclusion. T equals to W. So what is W? mg. 0.3 times 9.81. Answer. In Newton. 可以吗? Then look at this feather. Given the mass of the feather is 0.2, acceleration is 1. Right? Now this one is going down for acceleration. So same thing, net force equals to MA. M 0.02. A is 1. Now no more 0. Now means now got net force. So what is net force? How to write a net force here? Please recognize what is the name of here and here. 来，才会这个是什么？这两个 force 什么名字？ F1, F2. F1 叫
One 是
lift force 或者 buoyant force. F2 是
weight.
是 weight. So we use F1 minus F2, which is lift force minus weight. So what they want air resistance. Oh, sorry, this is not lift force. So sorry. Lift means it's going up, but this one is going down. It's going down. A going down. So this is not lift, this is called air resistance. So air resistance. So we would say, since it's falling down, so going here, A 向下，所以就是讲 weight bigger than air resistance. Okay, so find the air resistance by solving this equation. 记得这里有 net force means got two forces minus together. Then MA on another side. Okay, the rest same thing, almost the same thing. Okay. Now I'll type the homework for you later. Okay, so that's all for today. Any question? No more. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye. 我带你过去是吗？ 不是，我再你过去，这样你下去啦，拜拜。